Hey Divas, welcome or welcome back. It's your girl Keisha here with another video, and we are still in Vlogmas. And today I am finally jumping into my new budget planner for 2025, the Budget Savvy Planner, which is a planner that I created. I hope you had a chance to look at my video yesterday as I went through every part of this planner and explained its functionality. And today, girl, we're gonna start setting up the planner. So if you like budgeting, cash stuffing, syncing, funds, savings, challenges, every and all things that have to do with your money, I would love for you to subscribe, but more importantly, don't move. All right, Diva, like I said, we're gonna get into the planner, but today we're gonna do things a little bit unorthodox, meaning that when you set up a planner, you typically do a few things. I do need to put my name in here. I just didn't print out the sticker for my name because if you're not new here, you know I hate my penmanship. So anytime I have an opportunity to put a sticker in place of my handwriting, the sticker is going in. So I don't have a sticker for this yet. But today I'm focusing on setting up my sinking funds and savings challenges worksheet in the planner. Typically what you would do, most people do, is sit down and write their financial goals, right? Which is fine. But I figure for me to really hone in on my financial goals, I need to see where I am. I need to see where I'm starting. I need to see what my goals are in the smaller parts of my finances, meaning what are my savings goals? If I write it down, then I'll know my number. What do I want to pay off in debt? If I write down all my debt, then I'll know my number. So I'm going to kind of do the work and I'll come back to the annual goals once everything is plugged in, because then I'll have real numbers and I could really see what my goals are. So I'm not going to be touching the annual goals or any of that now. So we're going to be flipping to the tracker section in the budget workbook. So the first page is the subscription tracker. We're not getting to that. We're not doing the bill payments. We're not doing the debt payoff. We are going to the sinking funds. Okay, sinking funds. This is the fun part. Like, you know, seeing your debt written down, that may make you feel some kind of way. But knowing that you're saving for something, I think that just brings me joy and excitement. So we are going to start here today. So we are starting with the sinking funds. So I'm just going to walk you through and show you how this tracker works. So the first thing we're going to do is identify the event or the need. So Christmas, the amount needed, the due date, how many months until the date until I need it. Do I have anything saved? How much do I have left to save, and how much do I need to save per month? And at the end, I'll be able to total it out. So you guys saw me in the previous video set up my binders for 2025. So I already have an idea on what I need to save for and my categories. And also, I recommend that you do this on a blank sheet of paper. Since I created this book, I just used an extra copy and kind of did the rough math here. And so I have it off here to the side, and we'll go through that. So like I mentioned, step one, identifying your needs. And the way you identify your needs is simply just get a sheet of paper, write everything down. Birthdays, vacations, if you have annual dues or memberships, gifts. I mean, just think about everything you have coming up in the next 12 months, maybe even beyond if you are a person who can see past 12 months. Write that down. Then the next step would be to write down that amount. What is that looking like for you? Okay. If you're planning your summer vacation now and you're going to summer vacation, you're going to go away on vacation in July and you're going to need $7,000. Then if the math was divided evenly, you will be saving $1,000 per month for the next 7 months. That's ideally how it will work. But maybe you're someone, maybe you get a tax return. So you're like, okay, I can only save $50 a month, but when that tax return hit, I'm going to put the money towards this. Or I'm a person that gets a bonus at work. Once my bonus hits, I'm going to put it towards this. However you can make the money work, it is best to identify the need. So that's what we're going to do here today. So I have my calculator here. I'm also going to use this new sticker book that I got from Wrong Big Money Energy. I did an unboxing. I showed you guys a couple of the accessories I'm going to be using probably a few videos ago. And then I have some old budgeting stickers. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to use them today, but these are the stickers that I'm going to be using like throughout the setup of this book. So I don't know where we'll land today, but I know something will be used, okay? And then I have my erasable pen. This is also part of this haul when I just got some budgeting things that I needed, because this part is no joke. When I'm putting pen to paper, if I make a mistake, I want to be able to erase it. All right, let's get straight to it. So the first thing I need is, and this is in no particular order, Amazon Prime, okay? The amount I need for Amazon Prime is $140. I need this by September. Okay, and this is all 2025. So how many months until I have then? Since this is technically starting off in January, I'm gonna start from January. So that'll be 9 months. Okay. Do I have anything already saved? And yes, I already have something saved. I showed you guys, you know, I switched my books up. I showed you guys this, I set this up already. If you haven't seen this video, I'll be sure to link it at the end of this video so you can see it. So Amazon Prime, yes, I already have money saved for this. So I have 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'll just put $24. And if you don't have anything saved, then you put 0. Okay, so how much amount left to save? So all I'm gonna do is subtract the 24 from the 140 that I already have saved. 140 minus 24. So that means I need to save $116. And then how much is that do I need to save per month? So now I'm going to divide the 116 by 9 months, right? So that's $12.88. So we're just going to call it $13. So every month next year for 9 months, I need to save $13 to hit my Amazon Prime goal. Okay, that's how it is. Next, I have my Clear membership. My goal for that is $218. That's also due in September. So I also have 9 months. And how much do I already have saved? Yep, I do have a couple dollars saved here. So I have $45 saved here. So 45. So now I'm gonna do 218 minus 45. So I have $173 to save. And divide that by 9. So I need to save about $19 a month for my Clear membership. Costco. Okay, Costco, I have $22 saved. Oh, I missed the whole step. Sorry. My son came in and messed me up. So Costco, I need $130. This is due in November. That means I have 11 months. And what did I say I had saved? $22. So let's get that. 130 minus 22. So 108 divided by 11 months. So I'm just gonna call that $9. Okay, you guys getting it? Okay, now it gets a little tricky here. So I have my HOA dues. Okay, so my HOA dues are due in February. Okay, so I have already saved money in here for February 2025, but I'm gonna need to start saving for February 2026. So I'm not even gonna count this as, I have $488 in here, but I'm not gonna count this towards my 2026 savings goal because I'm about to pay this. So I'm gonna start from scratch is what I'm trying to say. So again, $900, I'm not counting this because I'm about to use this in the next 2 months. So I'm gonna start from scratch in February, okay? So the due date, I'm gonna put February, I'm just gonna make sure it's 2026 though. So I'm gonna have 12 months because again, I'm not gonna start stuffing for this until February of 2025. So this is my 2025 sinking funds. I'm gonna list it here. So even though you see money here, I'm gonna say I have 0 saved because this money is not going to be there. So that means I have to save $900, and that's $75 per month. So even though this is in here, I'm about to pay it, and I'm going to start again for next year. For next 2026, I mean. Next, I have Sam's Club. This is $50. This is due December. So I'll have 12 months for this. And I have $4 already saved in here. Okay, so that means, remember, I'm taking away 50, take away the 4. 46 divided by 12. So I'll have to put in about $4 a month. Okay? And that's how you create your sinking funds, how much you need, and then you determine how much you have to save per month. And then what you can do with this number, you can dissect it even further. So if I have to save $19 a month for my Clear membership, let's say I get paid bi-monthly, that means each paycheck I'm going to save $8. So that's how people get to their numbers. When you see us doing our cash stuffing and you're like, okay, how do you know how much to save? That's because they take these steps. Now, it may not be laid out like this, but this is how you get to your numbers, okay? Okay, next I'm gonna go to my holiday binder, okay? So, I'll come back to Valentine's Day because that's the same thing like we did with the HOA dues. So the next holiday that's coming up is birthdays. So I'm gonna put kids' birthdays. And I'm just gonna do $600. That'll be average out $200 per kid. And I think I did the due date for this August. Okay, 8 months. Let's see how much I already have saved. Sorry, okay, so I have $50 saved. Okay, so 600 minus 50, 550 divided by 8, $68.75 per month. Let's just call that $69. Okay. Next is my husband's birthday. My goal for him was, or is, I'm gonna do 200. This is due April. We have 4 months to get to that. He has $20 in here. So that means we have to save $180 left. 180 divided by 4. So that means I have to just do $45 for the next 4 months for him, okay? Next is Mother's Day, and I'm doing $250 for Mother's Day. When is the due date? May. So we have 5 months. How much? I have $50 saved. Okay, that means I owe $200 remaining. 200 divided by 5 equals, so that's $40 a month. Okay. Father's Day, same thing, same amount, $250. June, 6 months. We already have $50 saved. We owe $200. But the amount will be different because I have an extra month to get to that. So that's divided by 6 months. So his amount would be about $33 a month. Okay. My birthday will be $200 as well. October. So we have 10 months. I've saved $50. I'm lying, I saved $10. See, that's why you need these erasable pens, girl. So 190 divided by 10 equals $19. Okay. Halloween. Now I typically say 150, but that was not enough this Halloween season. So I'm just gonna go up $200. That's October, 10 months. I don't have anything saved. So I still have to save 200. So 200 divided by 10 should be 20 bucks. Okay. Thanksgiving, 300. I'm thinking I want to do a Friendsgiving this year. Christmas. I want to do $1,000 this year. I have 0 saved. So 1,000 divided by 12 equals. And just real quick, for your holidays, you know, if you don't know how to get to these numbers, just base it upon what you spent the last holiday season. So right now you're in Christmas. How's your Christmas shopping going now? Did you just have enough? Did you like, okay, this is a good budget. I feel very comfortable with what I spent. Then you use that number. Maybe you didn't have enough money this Christmas, and planning a whole year in advance, you'll be able to save a little more. So maybe you want to go up on your number. Okay, maybe your kids are grown now next holiday season and you don't have to get them anything. So maybe your number could go down. So the holiday season sinking funds should be really easy for you to come up with now, because we're currently in the season, and you'll have a good idea of what to do with that. Okay. New Year's Eve, I'm going to just do 200 because honestly, I don't know what I'm doing this New Year's Eve yet, but I know the kids always want fireworks and that sort of stuff. So I just want to be prepared for that. So this year, I'm just going to be paying out of pocket. So I'm just planning for that for next year. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I already know that I don't have any money saved. So if I can save a couple bucks every month, I'll be in a better position. Okay, and then just going back to the first holiday, Valentine's Day, just like the HOA dues, this will be for next Valentine's 2026. Okay, and I'll start stuffing for that in February of 2025, because I want to make sure I save my money, what I need for this year, for this coming Valentine's, and then after that Valentine's passes, I will save that. So I'm typically do $300 for that. It's due February. Again, I'll put 2026. I'm still gonna have 12 months because I'm not stuffing for it until then. So in January, when you see me cash stuffing for Valentine's Day and even my HOA dues, just know that's for the current season. Okay? And then like in March, when you see me stuffing for them again, I'm going to be using these numbers. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the next binder. Okay, my next binder is my month ahead binder, and we already did the work on this. I did an entire video on this. All right. So my number total was about $8,000. But let me just do it real quick if you didn't get a chance to see the video. So these are my month ahead trackers I created. If you just want the trackers, that's all I'm selling on my Etsy shop. So how am I coming with my month ahead number? I've already done the work, so I'm just gonna add all these up. Yep, okay. 860 is my number for my month ahead. So my wrist is hurting, guys. I gotta put this on. I'm doing a lot of writing today. My wrist has been hurting for the past couple months now. It's not as bad as it used to be, but I know when I'm like writing or lifting or something, it gets a little strain. Okay, so month ahead. This is the big number, I know that. And I'm gonna have to do everything I can do to bring in extra income to get to this number. Okay, $672 a month for me to get to this number consistently. Okay, next is my Greek life binder. And thank you all divas that you found my error in my calculation. I didn't fix it yet. When I do my cash stuffing next month, I'll fix it. Maybe even before then, but my numbers are still the same. So $400 for my national convention. There is a convention this coming summer that I would like to go to. So I want to say $400 for that. And my chapter dues, I want to say $500. And then I didn't fill it in, but when we do our cash stuffing, I will update it. I want to do $50 in paraphernalia. If you are a Greek, you know that just means I want to get some merch. If you're not a Greek, that just means I want to get some merch. And the other thing I want to save is $50 for miscellaneous. Right here, okay? So maybe $25 in miscellaneous and $75 in merch. So I want to save $1,000 in my Greek life binder. That's $83 a month. Okay, next is my kids binder. This binder, back to school binder, is what I call it in my shop. So all the things that you spend money on while your kids are in school is what's in here. So the number I came up with is, girl, this is a big number. It's 2,000. And I had to take a deep sigh for that. And the reason it's so high is because my kids play sports, and there are fees with that are due in the summer. We have summer camp coming up. I'm trying to save as much as I can so that I don't have to come up with a whole bunch of money at one time. So this is a lot in a short period of time, but I'm just writing it in here. I'm gonna do my best to try to get to that goal, but at least it'll be some money towards it. I do have some money in here. So let me just see how much money I have in here already. And I might be reallocating some of these funds because some of the other priorities are so high. So let me just quickly add up what I have in here. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 12. Camp. 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 38. Six, 7, 8, 9, plus 9. Plus 10. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, plus 41, plus 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Plus 15. Plus 4. Plus 16. Plus 20. Plus 16. Okay, look at that. Girl, if showing you that small numbers add up is not what this book was right here, girl, $233. That is to my surprise. I did not even know I had that much in there. So let me go ahead and erase this because I sure thought I had 0 in here. So 233. Okay, so let's take away 233 from the 2000. So I need to still save 1767. Okay. Divided by 8 months. Okay, $220. All right, I feel a little better. I feel like we can make that work out. Okay. The next binder is my travel blinder. You guys have seen me set this up for our upcoming spring break trip. If you haven't, I'll be sure to pop that video at the end of this one. So my total for this is 3,000. Let me just write this in real quick. $3,935. Girl, this is due in March of next year. So we have 4 months, but I've already saved $500. That's what we stuffed in our last video. Okay, so 3,935 minus 500 equals 3435 divided by 4. Now this by far is the most aggressive one, and this is really my fault because I should have started planning for this one as soon as I knew I was booking this back in like October, but it is what it is at this point. So this is going to be side hustle. This is going to be any extra money because my budget is not going to be able to do all of this plus that $859. So this is going to have to be like additional income I have coming in. Okay, the last things that I'm going to be stuffing for, budgeting for, is my savings challenges. So the 52, I'm doing a couple saving challenges I showed you guys earlier in the Vlogmas series. Matter of fact, my first video. So I'm doing my 52-week challenge. I'm doing my penny challenge. I'm doing the everyday save challenge. And I told you when I did a flip through this book, I might do the 100 envelope challenge. I'll see. But this book, so those challenges, I'm probably going to be using like extra side hustle income. But these challenges in this book is very specific. It really has a need for it because like the 52-week challenge, the everyday save challenge, all of those other challenges are I'm just saving money. I don't have necessarily an end goal. Like once I complete the challenges, then I could decide what's the priority for me. But for these are already dedicated to a specific challenge. So there are 22 challenges in here. So I'm going to show you which ones that I'm doing. Okay. So the first challenge I'm doing here is the vacation challenge. I know, girl, I just showed you a whole entire travel binder, but this is because my friends are inviting us on their birthday trip, and they have been such good friends to us. They've come to my home anytime we've had something. They've come, and I want to make sure that we are able to go. So they have yet to decide where they want to go, but I'm going to start saving. I want to save $500 at least right now. I'm probably going to have to come up with more money because these are not people that are going like to Las Vegas. Nothing's wrong with that. I'm saying they're going to have a grandiose birthday celebration. So my goal is $500. Each icon here is $40. 500 divided by 40. So that means I need each icon's going to be, I'm just going to do $13. Okay, so this challenge is $500. Okay, the next challenge I'm doing in this book, it has 22 challenges, like I said, but I'm not doing all of the challenges right now. The other one I'm doing is Celebrating Us. And that's what I'm going to use for my anniversary, which is in August. And I believe I said I'm going to do $500 for that one as well. Oh, the vacation challenge is due in May. This one is due in August. Okay, so this one is, fill this one in, $500. Same thing for the icons, should be, oh, it's right here, $13 each. Okay, the next challenge I'm doing in here, the last two is home maintenance and car maintenance. And for my home maintenance, okay, for both, I'm doing $400. And I don't want these dragging on through the end of the year, so I'm just gonna put, I will put October. You know what, no, I'll put December, and if I have extra money, I could just plus up. I could just add more. So December. Okay, then let me go ahead and fill all this in across the board. Okay, so I just need to come in here, and I didn't fill this out. So each of these icons are going to be $10 because they're 40 icons. Okay, so that's the 4 challenges I'm doing in here. I'm actually going to do one more challenge, and I don't know if I'm going to call it a challenge, but I'm really going to be monitoring how much I'm saving. So my investment fund, I'm not going to be cash stuffing. I'm going to be doing automatic transfers to some investments. Like, I'm going to be buying crypto next year, and I'm going to be consistently putting money in my children's custodial accounts. So I may track that automatic transfer on this, with this challenge. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. And I'll be using this in here, setting that whole thing up. If you want to see that, then you can watch the other video with the savings challenges. Okay, so that is all my sinking funds for 2025. So let's do the last step here. Right, I'll total it out. I'm going to see how much I actually need for the year and how much I'm actually going to be saving per month. Okay, so let me do that math, and then I'll get right back to you. All right, girl. Here's my big, strong number. So this year, all my savings goals, as far as my sinking funds, which contribute to things that I plan on spending money on in the coming year, is $21,733. Okay, I've already saved $1,008 of that. So that means I need to save $20,725. And in order for me to save that, to get to this goal, I need to save $2,560 a month. Now, I just want to be specific and just show that the month ahead and the vacation is the one that's like a really egregious amount. So once we hit the vacation in the coming months, that money can then go to something else, and my total number wouldn't be so hard. Wouldn't be so high. So that's why I wanted to kind of do this work first before I set my goals up, because girl, I just want to put a sticker next to these large goals. Okay, I just kind of want to identify those two because these two are really large goals. And my regular income is not going to be able to cover that. So that's definitely going to have to be done on some We got work to do. Okay. Okay, I got this little tea rose here, and I'm gonna use one of these, and I'm gonna use one of these stickers. Do I have space? Yeah. Let's do this, girl, because this is definitely a big money energy page. Okay. And let me just cut this in half, because girl, anything else I could put on here, because we have these stickers and we're gonna use these stickers. We are gonna use our stickers. Okay, I'm gonna use this as savings. But I feel like I always need a girl. I have all these girls, and I feel like these major pages, I need a girl up on there. I need a girl with extensions and her bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. I don't got no space for a girl because she's gonna cover everything up. But one second, I have another book with girls in there. Because I just want a woman on all my pages like letting me know, yes girl, you got this. Okay, I'm in the This Is My Year sticker book from Wrong. This was also part of the purchase when I bought the other book. And I found this one. Ugh. It says important. My sinking funds are important. Okay. I think we got it. This is how you set up your sinking funds. These are my sinking funds for 2025. I'm excited to go ahead and get started on these. I can't wait. And again, this is why I wanted to get my goals. Get the work done first. So now when I'm creating my savings goal, I can have a real number to use for my savings goal. So this is why I wanted to do the work first. So the workbook does come, the budget planner does come with 2 of these sheets. So as the year progresses, if I want to add additional, or if you have more than this, that's fine. So you have 2 sheets of the same exact tracker, so you can do it over here as well. So probably maybe in the middle of the year, maybe I'll revisit these, maybe I'll add more, maybe I'll take some away. Who knows how that goes, but at least I have the flexibility to do so, okay? Well, Diva, that is it. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you learned something. If you've never set up sinking funds or wanted to know how you get to your numbers, how you figure out what's important to you, I hope today helped you out. Let me know down in the comments below if this video was helpful. And I look forward to continuing setting up the Budget Savvy Planner. Again, you can get this plan if you do not have a budgeting system yet. It's nice, and it has every part of your financial journey that you need. Very easy to use. You can find it on the link below. And like always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.